Like my past is what you're saying?
Your past.
T-Money slept with him too?
I don't think so. Man, T-Money, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think she knew. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think she knew.
Okay, so T-Money did not know. So now we have another situation with another woman that you start off talking to that you did not tell that you have a past of you being in a relationship with a man. When did T-Money find out that you had been with a man? Y'all meek.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Could you repeat that, Auntie, please?
When did T-Money learn that you had been in a relationship with a man?
Auntie, I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. I can't remember. Me and T-Money, I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not even gonna put a date on that. I don't.
Okay.
That's disgusting.
Kiana,
Okay, so T-Money said it was after the birthday party. And that's when she found out.
After the birthday party.
T-Money said after the birthday party.
So, is there a reason why you didn't start off telling her the truth if you had went through those circumstances with another woman?
But you was talking to Shady about Slay at the birthday party.
Within a month apart. Is there a reason why you didn't lead that as your trust?
I believe I was under the impression that T-Money had knew. I don't remember what made me not mention it to T-Money because I trusted T-Money immensely. So I don't know why I wouldn't have just, confided in her and told her. But I don't know. We were just comfortable, and just she didn't worry about my past. It wasn't a big deal to her for her to dig in my past, and I didn't ask her about hers. So we was just real good friends and we wanted to hang out and stuff. So we didn't dig deep into each other's past. We did have some talks, but we didn't get to that level of. Of me, she didn't want to know. She didn't make it a big deal, She didn't say, "Hey, I seen you," or I was in the past. She didn't,
Y'all, we got less than 1,000 left, like 900,
she wasn't
y'all.
present, or she wasn't trying to dig in my history.
Okay, so now I'm back on Slay. You and Slay started back communicating according to the messages that we saw last night, a few messages. A message about her getting a car for you. How did that transpire? How did y'all start back talking? And were y'all talking on the level again of a relationship? Because I heard her say last night it's hard to let go. So after the fact that she finds out about Andre, the exposure is out. She knows that you had this double life, even with her.
Mm-hmm.
Petty on demand.
How did y'all get back connected on the level of you to get a car and it's hard for her to let go? Could you explain that?
Okay, I believe she saw me on TikTok one day and messaged me and told me to unblock her. And I unblocked her, and I think we told each other we miss each other, and we just started talking. She didn't want to read. No, she called me. She called me, and I was trying to rehash and go back in, from where we was at. But she didn't want to talk about nothing. She just wanted to keep moving and not talk about no past or nothing. So we just started talking, and it just went from there.
Do you have any proof of these messages, of her reaching back out? Any proof that there was another ongoing relationship with you all after the fact? Y'all bought the screen to 200K. We are here at Netra Talk today, coming live with you with an explicit interview. We have T-Money coming up in just a few minutes. If you all will be patient, with us. We talked this morning, so T Money is not shocked that her name came up.
Thank you, girl.
Please, thank you for the subscriptions. In my Slim Guard voice. Hey, Nephew Duffy, slide on in here, nephew. I went down on the fees for my family, but we not giving up shit no more for free. We doing it already on somebody, but it's costing them because they've been on my 10 pages. Good Yellow, is there any evidence that Shaded by Slay picked up after knowing that you have been with a man?
He on Teacup. Maybe
Is
he
there
looking. I'll
any
show y'all if
evidence
anything
of you
come up.
all continuing to go back into a full-fledged relationship? You can hear sometime on Teacup. This is good to me. Get your clank, your drink, and your breakfast. Okay? You heard it here first. Now, I do have some questions for him. And if we've learned the lesson, we're not being honest from the beginning. You got to let people know, y'all. Live in your truth. Now, when he come back, because I don't know if he getting evidence, but we gonna love Good Yellow regardless. What we can't love is somebody that lives a double life. But this is your life and God's decision on which way he turns. I just respect somebody that will live in their truth, because no woman wants to, because I know me, no woman wants to follow up behind that unless she agree to it. You got to start this out. Good Yellow, I hope you learn that in the beginning, you got to lead with this, nephew. If you ever want to know how to live a respectful life, lead with it. Set these women down and say, look, baby, I got a past.
Understood. I understand that, Auntie. But what about my comfortability level? Like, what if I'm not at that stage of comfortability where I feel like I can express that to this person yet? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, let me tell you what you got to do.
Oh.
You got to pray and ask God to give you that comfort level from the start, because if you choose to live in it, you got to be comfortable with the decision that you make.
Yeah,
there's not a date on it, because then it becomes betrayal. Then it becomes nobody can trust you. So you got to always be comfortable in the decisions that you make in this life. You can't get involved. You got to be able to come out and say, there was once a part of me that I lived, and I want to start out with this. She gonna either accept it and move forward with you, or accept it to back away. But it has got to be her choice that she keeps in that relationship. You cannot be deceitful in no form or fashion, because you won't get respect. So, nephew, you got to lead with it. You got to. You got to lead with it, nephew. When you know you're interested, it's okay to be truthful about what your past used to be. Yeah, one thing about it, they can't tear your truth up.
That's right.
You can only move on and find somebody that's going to accept you for everything that you've been through, every flaw, every misunderstanding, every disappointment, every embarrassment. Somebody will accept you when you tell the truth. Right. And that's just my 2.2 to give you as we go down this journey of exposure, as people think. But always lead with the truth, nephew. Ain't nothing wrong with leading with the truth.
And Auntie, it's not even that I'm not telling the truth. It's that I'm being reserved, because I'm picking and choosing who I share my information with. And, and sometimes it could cost me because I could wait too long. You know what I'm saying? So I understand. I totally understand.
Well, what would you rather look like? Deceit or truth?
Truth. Absolutely. Truth. Nothing but truth. Nothing but truth.
Live in your truth. So let's move forward. I asked you if you had any evidence of Shaded by Slay knowing the truth and her continuing the relationship. Is there anything that can give that she knew and kept going?
Yeah. I'm gonna post this little screenshot right. This is a screenshot of her telling me she is having a phone conversation with Andre on her other phone, and that she is going to, get all her stuff together and evidence. But this is at the moment that she actually told me that she knew.
I ain't never lied on you. Damn sure I ain't never lied to you. And damn sure didn't lie on that panel, bitch.
She said, I ain't never lied on you. Damn sure I never lied to you. And damn sure didn't lie on that panel, bitch. And I said, you really acting like you didn't know. Why we had cold words. Bro, you wild as fuck. I can't believe you just did that, Smith. You know my past and what I was going through. And I know you was recording and keeping receipts for shit like that.
Sorry, y'all. This was important.
Not trying. Damn.
I'm sorry.
You don't have to crop. Go back and crop. Forgive us, y'all. Y'all bought the screen. They might get him. They might.
Okay, y'all. This a new message. They got Andre number, y'all. I just got it off that thing.
That was an accident. I wasn't even paying attention. I'm too busy trying to read.
It was Andre number.
I'm sorry. I did not mean that.
I'm sending it to you. Can you message him and see if he can come over here?
But this is right after the next thread up, because on that day I stopped sharing my location and everything. But then June 2nd, we had talked.
The Winslows
TikTok.
share.
And I couldn't find our message.
So in his number, message the number and just say at Booker AJ. Go there now. At Booker AJ. Go share your story now.
She said, yeah.
Message the
so
number.
This is where our conversation.
What does that say? I can't read it.
I said, you got my message? She said, yeah. I said, how you been doing? She said, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
June 2nd.
I said, I'm doing great, washing clothes and getting ready for work. She said, glad to hear. I said, how are you after that situation? She said, what situation? I said, between you and I that landed us here. And that last part said, sure, I can't even see that last part.
June 2nd.
I can't either.
Thank you, Mick.
The code words were the words that he stated earlier in the live that
Y'all,
they had code words.
Let's finish the live goal. It's almost over.
So that's what he's talking about in that message. Only she will understand that. He said that they had
Thank you, Winslows.
code words. Now, Good Yellow, there's more to that thread where you accidentally just showed the phone number.
Yes, share the link to this live to him.
Follow up with that text message because I would like to know what was her response when you said you act like you didn't know. And whose phone number was that? Because they said they're calling that phone number right now. Boy, these bitches
That was
is
Andre.
thirsty. They thirsty. Say it. They thirsty. You know they calling it.
Oh, it might be Good
AJ
Yellow
is
number.
calling it.
I ain't calling shit.
Girl,
I'm chilling.
when I say this is the thirst of all thirst traps, they call it Andre. It's sad. No life. I hope it's a text now number. Girl, that's sad. Good Yellow, whose phone number was that?
Good Yellow keep going on pause. They Andre calling the hell like his phone.
In my life, seen no chick like this.
I've been sitting here. I didn't get no number. Y'all get
dehydrated.
Look how y'all get me in trouble. Finish this live goal. Look at how y'all getting me in trouble. I didn't even do nothing. Good Yellow doing an interview with this man named a gazillion times.
Desperate.
We desperate. Good Yellow put the man number on the TV. I didn't.
Andre done already reached out to me.
And if Andre hear how you caping for Good Yellow, he would go nowhere near you, bitch.
He reached out a month ago.
And you ain't have shit for him because you love Good Yellow.
But I ain't that thirsty.
No, because you know better, because you know he finna out Good Yellow, but we gonna let him do it over here.
From me.
That ain't thirst.
I'm not that thirsty.
You want to let Good Yellow sit here and lie, but Andre can't come tell the truth.
Other people do.
Oh, okay.
The haters. Let them expose themselves to how dehydrated they are. But he reached out to me a while back.
And you did nothing with it because you don't give a fuck about it.
No life.
that means he been trying to tell you he been living with Good Yellow and Good Yellow living a double life, and you didn't give a fuck. And now you up here letting Good Yellow spin it as
Give him
just
a
simple
second, John.
deceit and say this man was his ex and they weren't sleeping together, and you don't got nothing, you don't want to hear nothing Andre got to
Big
say.
T Mac and not the level.
Mm-hmm. Y'all think y'all slick. Y'all
Good Yellow,
think
whose
y'all
phone number was that?
slick.
Nephew?
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
He getting calls.
You know exactly who number it was.
Excuse me, y'all. I'm just smacking my gum. Hold on. He's still not gonna expose. It's sad. They call him. I hope to God that I never ever look this thirsty.
Oh my God, girl, just get on with the interview. My pen drying out. You're doing too much. Get a new piece
On
of
the
gum,
internet.
child. Stop. 605 left, y'all.
She needed y'all. I'm just glad he's able to come out and tell his side. No matter what it make him look like, he can learn from this. You can learn from it, and it's nothing to be embarrassed about. It's a lot of.
I'm not embarrassed about it a little bit. I'm not embarrassed at all. Let me show you. Okay.
Whose number is that, Yellow? The Yellow.
Yeah.
Whose number was that you accidentally showed?
That's Dre number on there. That was on her phone. She was telling me that she was on the phone with him.
So they're calling that number.
So this is the message right after, I said, you really acting like you didn't know? I stopped sharing my location. That was April 26th. And then she texted me April 29th. Didn't I tell your weird ass not to speak on me? I haven't said shit to you or about you. She never replied to the message above. She just, and so she said, I moved on even knowing you were lying on my name and not being honest with Netra and FOE about your lifestyle and all the shit you talked about them. Not to mention all them people business you told me. But don't worry, I'm going to give you the attention you've been wanting.
April 29th, y'all.
Okay. So that's kind of a confirmation of what she said last night, that you were pillow talking and you were saying some things to her about certain people of FOE, right?
It's Auntie, it was said in 4K. Like we would recap what we heard in the live. That's how we said when you remember you was on the phone and you came back and said somebody from management said they want to leave. Well, leave. We talked about that. You know what I'm saying? We talked about stuff that happened on TikTok.
Yeah. That's what me and Curtis said it was gonna be today, something like that. So listen, I must say in that message, it looks as if from the beginning, what we stated that she did not know, that message does confirm that she felt like she didn't know about Andre. So I have to be truthful to say, according to that message, she was blindsided. So that's confirmation that in the beginning, you were wrong, that she was blindsided. I didn't, but I'm just saying. So after that, after her just proving that she did not know.
Y'all, 500
how did
left,
y'all
y'all.
get to
Finger
the
hearts,
park
finger hearts,
and get
finger
back
hearts.
on some type of relationship when she just clearly stated that you deceived her about this guy? How did y'all get back there?
So we were talking and she sent that message. We just started
They
talking.
want you to put that message you just showed back up. Welcome to Netra Talk. Bop the screen, please.
A dancing doll.
There is the message. Go ahead, read her response one more time, nephew.
Okay, we heard her response. He's skipping over
Okay, I'm
what
gonna
he
read
said.
my part. I'm in blue. I said,
Yes.
You really acting like you didn't know. Why we had cold words. Bro, you wild as fuck. I can't believe you just did that shit. you know my past and what I was going through. I knew you was recorded and was keeping receipts for shit like this. I shouldn't have trusted you for real. And she never replied or anything, so I stopped sharing my location with her and shit. And then she sent that message.
No, it say started. Yeah, it say started. Didn't I tell your weird ass not to speak on me? I haven't said shit to you or about you. I moved on, even knowing you were lying on my name and not being honest with Netra and FOB about your lifestyle.
He say, she say, mama. Go ahead, nephew. Y'all, he's not gonna bring up some of her past traumas. We don't want to do that over here. If he
thought we was
does
putting
not
it all
want
on
to
the
talk
floor.
about anything that she went through where somebody mistreated her, that has nothing to do with today. We respectfully don't want to bring up that past trauma, if that's okay.
Yeah, I ain't talking about none of that.
Yeah, we're not doing that, y'all. That's like, we're not doing that. I wouldn't dare do that.
Hey, let's try putting that number in Cash App and sending him $5 and saying, hey, at Book of Agent.
Question, which means
I wasn't talking
that, it means that it's really showing that somewhere she done lied too. Oh, okay, Cupcake. Sorry, my bad, Cupcake. Because my sisters and myself, we don't talk in code. We don't have to talk in code around nobody. So for her to know code talk was used, something had to be going on. Now, I ain't the smartest crayon.
No, you're not.
But for you to allow code talk, why are y'all talking in code unless you knew something was going on?
Well, that's what I said.
Come on, Lady J. Why y'all talking in code? But anyway,
yeah, code.
Now that right there.
Well, bitch, you should have said that when you asked him and he told you they had code words.
It was code between him and her.
Y'all, less than 500, y'all touch the live goal. They only 5 cents. They on sale.
For them to have to talk in code. Good Yellow, give one example of code talk when Andre was home. No way we talking in code.
Said chilling with my little brother.
What?
Said chilling with my little brother, about to make my little brother something to eat.
Okay, what did that mean?
Anything that had to do with food, he was in the kitchen with me. Like she understood it. You know what I'm saying? Like brother was the word that he was in my space, and we're not gonna say certain things or do certain things. So he wanted that she was my girl or it was in any type of relation.
Well, it's pointing towards that right there.
I don't see nothing on IG.
But the reason is because he already said he was being deceitful in the beginning. He just said he was being deceitful in the beginning. So, Good Yellow, that leads to my next question. When you were on the phone with her, because I'm sure he knew it was a woman, who did he think you were talking to?
My best friend.
So you were being deceitful on both.
388 left, y'all.
So were there special words when he was around that you would say to her so he didn't catch on as well?
Bitch, I'm with my little brother.
Words, but I wouldn't say certain words, and because I know if he heard that word, he was gonna flip the fuck out, or he was gonna say, "How you get a girlfriend?" Like he was just going to try to destroy whatever I had. So it was my goal to keep it secret until he moved out of my house.
My Lord. Okay. Again, so now with all that, how did y'all get on this car situation and you going to Dallas to spend time with her? So when we went on the cruise, you were supposed to go to Dallas. Mm-hmm. You were supposed to go to Dallas and spend time with her, but instead you came to Florida and you loaded the bus for us.
Right. So we started back talking, and we said that I needed to come see her. She missed me, and the real talk. The object of me going was so that we could do the do. You know what I'm saying? She wanted a baby and all of that, and so
you have proof that she wanted a baby with you since it came out.
What?
I'm gonna get to those questions.
Y'all, I'm gonna turn it down. Let's finish the live goal. Let's say 20 minutes left. Oh my God.
My Lord.
They trying to spin it on this girl.
Y'all, it's a lot. It's a lot. Andre moved in at the time that him and Shady by Slay started talking. We covered that in the first part.
This Andre?
And Andre came in at the first part of him and Shady. I'm trying to figure out what this baby, what we doing with a baby. My Lord. He going to get it. God, no. See, this almost defeating the purpose. Because my thing is this. Yeah, the deceit was there.
It's crazy.
You were wrong. You never should have had nothing to do with that. You should have told him. But if you still engaged in it after, why did you expose this man last night? Some shit just best left alone. I'm going deep with it. I'm taking my time. Because how is it that you want a baby and you exposing him?
Y'all, I found Andre. Listen, we need Andre in here.
Those messages back.
Okay, I'll let you see him. Hold on. I'll let you see him. Can you wait a second?
It ain't nothing to discuss. You got to let it go, son. You can't want a baby by him and expose it too. Which one we doing?
Yeah, go to For the Haters, y'all.
Come on.
This is crazy.
Oh, the clock is ticking. Give us a second, y'all. We can't play music. I can sing for you. But I gotta see where we are.
You can't even sing, girl. If you hold a decent tune, they'll get you. You better just sit there and look like a monkey and hush.
I think they both really like one another. But one gotta be honest and deliver completely.
You need to get some more weights in your hands.
And I tell them this all the time. So I say it again. You can't play with them spirits. You can't play with them spirits.
Yeah, because she wanted a baby.
Neither one of you. But what you can't do is be buying cars and waiting on a baby in a car seat and exposing this man to. Come on, somebody.
Can't play with what spirits?
Lord God. This here, we can't make up. The pot is thick.
Y'all, if this AI in this background ever look like Netra,
I think they love one another. And I don't think that people, let me tell you something. No disrespect. Clock in. There's women out there now in beds with two men. Like, no disrespect to them. But people living them lifestyles. It's easier for you to go and live in your truth than it is for you to come expose somebody and it look like that you want to live in your truth. Go live your truth. Ain't nobody finna be sizing y'all up. Like, that shit. Ain't nobody here to judge people. Or go do what you want. If you can call, hey, listen. If you can stop him from even desiring to be with
y'all, 16 minutes left. Do y'all want to hear the rest of the interview?
If you feel
they
like
are 5 cents, y'all. Let's get it.
But who's to say that he ain't changed? Who's to say? You see people go from studs to beauty a lot. Some people do get delivered. That's why prayer is powerful in real life. So at the end of the day, if he's looking for deliverance on that degree, not judging him, not saying I'm praying for him and none of that to be delivered, because that's his judgment. But you got to live in what you like. If you in love with this man, or if you care about this man, I heard you say.
Girl, she talking about this boy being
G-A-Y.
He being delivered.
I heard you say last night that this was hard for you to turn off. They don't need no baby.
Okay, I can't find the messages, but we talked about
I want
it.
Netra to remember these words.
How young we are, and it's the perfect time. So, but yeah.
Okay, so what do you have to show that? Because how did the car situation come up?
So no
It
messages?
just came out of the blue. I stopped talking to her because I just felt like she was just a lot. You know what I'm saying? She kept saying everything I was doing was triggering her, and that, you know, I couldn't do certain things, like I couldn't say certain words, or, you know what I'm saying? And it just became a lot for me, and I was just like, I'm gonna step back and just focus on myself. And so when I started doing that, I got that message just out of nowhere. I didn't talk to her on the phone. I didn't do anything. She just told me that she asked her parents if I could have the other car, and they said, yeah, if I come get it, put it in my name.
They said type back in your search bar, good yellow.
90
You
left.
said you had several messages. What other messages do you have that will show that after she found
90
out
left,
she was
y'all.
still, where's the car message? Put the car
JJ, share some
message.
subs out. Let's move, y'all. We gotta push. We're doing good. We in
She
C3.
states,
We was in
I
C4
think,
last
I might
week.
be wrong, that the car was coming because you didn't have transportation, which why she helped you, I don't know. But
Thank
This
y'all.
is the messages. She texted me on June and said, "Is your trip canceled here? Is your trip canceled now?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "Yeah," and I said, "I don't have time for the bullshit. The little shit we can get past, but you won't let us." Because I feel like she was intentionally starting to do stuff.
is this the trip to Dallas that she's asking it? This is June, so she's asking about the trip, and you telling her that y'all can't get past stuff. What is her response?
She said, "I hate that you feel that way, but thank you for being upfront about how you see me." She said, "I was trying to wait until you got here to surprise you, but I asked my stepdad for his old car for you. He said yes, and all you have to do is put it in your name. Do you want me to tell him?"
Stop right there. So in June, she said, I was trying to wait until you got here.
I thought you couldn't see it, bitch.
Come on, somebody. Come on, somebody. This is
Remember
after
these
the
words.
of the deceit, the dishonesty, the exposure. Was she wanting to surprise you and you come there? Oh, there's some manipulation now going on. Ain't no
She
way.
is too.
That's what I was saying. She was trying to make me feel like I was doing something wrong by letting her go, or I don't know, man. I don't know. It's something. It just ain't right. And I'm not here to like talk about it or nothing, but I don't know.
But y'all know it is a text message out there where Netra
Okay, go
called
ahead.
him
Read that. Please, start
FAGGOT.
over from the beginning.
Thank y'all so much for helping me with the live go. I'm finna follow y'all.
She said,
Ain't it, AJ?
let me go up and look.
AJ,
Listen here.
What you
ain't
say?
it a text message out there where Netra called him a FAGGOT?
It ain't out there, no, but yes, there is one.
Thank
yes.
you. I was about to say, I know you have seen it too, because yes, thank you. I figured you had seen it too.
It ain't out there, but it does exist.
And a few of us done.
She said, "Am I blocked?" I said, "Huh?" She said, "No worries. I was just checking." And then she said, "Is your trip canceled here? Is your trip here canceled now?" I said, "Yeah, I don't have time for the bullshit for real. The little shit we can get past, but you won't let us." And she said, "I hate that you feel that way, but thank you for being upfront about how you see me." I don't know what the fuck she's talking about, but.
That girl, listen here. Go ahead.
And And then at the bottom is, she said, I was trying to wait until you got here to surprise you, but I asked my stepdad for his old car for you. He said yes, and all you had to do was put it in your name. Do you want me to tell him you said never mind and to sell it now?
Manipulation. At this point, what are we talking about? At this point, what I think has been proven here today, yes, Good Yellow started out a dishonest relationship. You need to be honest from the start because it lets you see that people will still accept you for who you are. Let us see, is that the last message between you and Shaded by Slay?
Yes, this is the absolute last message, the one that she sent.
So what about all the stuff he said about y'all?
I don't see nothing that say deleted messages right here, y'all.
Y'all gonna let Shaded by Slay,
like nothing was deleted.
whatever her name is, y'all gonna let her go live and make the money y'all should have made? Where is the real shit?
Back to that. He said yes. Mm-hmm. He said he didn't have time for the bullshit. He said that. She then responded and said, I hate that. You feel that way. So what's deleted? This is a thread of conversation. Y'all looking for something to be there.
Dorius Jabril.
Anything to twist it. The Dallas trip.
Kiana, they flagged you. Go to your other page so that one don't get to it.
Ain't nothing deleted, y'all. Ain't nothing deleted. You can't make this be wrong. It's right. There's nothing deleted. It's in order. We just want him to be so guilty. Yes, he was guilty in the beginning. He should have been truthful. Okay, Bright Eye Regal is asking, what did you say about her and FOE? You heard today what she said. You said,
I mean, shoot, I didn't say nothing that hasn't been said in 4K. I mean, shoot. I honestly, I don't even remember. I know it wasn't nothing to the
Suburban, please.
You know, these people this, these people that. You know, I think it was more of me giving my opinion on her not liking the Powerpuff Girls. And so I think I was just giving my opinion on that. And she was telling me, you know, I don't need to defend her against no women. And so I would, you know, send her little lives or comments that was made about her during that time so that she can go and defend herself.
So did you ever?
J-Bay, send that screenshot to tried_AJ, AJAI on Instagram.
Jay, we're in a 3-way relationship.
I ain't never heard nothing like that in my life.
Will Shaded be able to come out and have any proof, or is this hearsay like she came up with shit last night?
It's hearsay. I ain't never heard nothing like that in my life. Ever. I don't even, Gracious is my sister, but we don't even go that deep to who I know, you know, like, no, that's not even, no.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Last night she said things that never had nothing to back up. So hearsay, if there's proof, now hear me out. This is what I want to say, and I told Javon this today. She is a blogger. She has a recorded conversation. Where is all the proof? You're a blogger. Bloggers record. She is a blogger. She was FOE blogger. They pillow talking. I think she just spiraling out, and it is what it is.
Because I can in the same note, it was stuff that she said, but you know, it's pillow talk. But I wouldn't come back on here and say it because it's just a start mess. It ain't for me to come back and tell. You know what I'm saying? And I could do the same thing, but I'm not gonna do that, bro, because I don't do that shit. But that's it's just, I don't know, bro. It's just weird, bro.
If it was proof, I think we'd see it. I think it would have been shown last night.
I'm over it.
This is what I think, honestly.
This is a cover up. Where is Andre with the truth?
I think that Good Yellow started out in a deceitful way.
Now, ain't y'all glad y'all ain't paid $269 for this shit?
I think Good Yellow should have, from jump, told her that he once dated a man. I don't think it looks good. Excuse me.
Oh, I thought that's what I called Jabril.
Period.
I didn't know it was a Dory Page down there.
If you really want to not be tempted, stop playing.
Why y'all ain't muting Black?
I tell him this all the time. But do I think that at some point that she found out about Good Yellow's lifestyle? I do. Do I think that she found out somewhere down the line that Andre was a real human? I do. Last night we heard a phone call with her and Andre on the phone. Something about that phone call brought comfort to me.
Tried it _ AJ Mods. Run my Instagram.
All he said on that phone call was they taking him to jail. They were comfortable talking to one another. Completely comfortable.
Thank you, Candy.
I think that both were wrong because she is wrong.
Thank you, Barbie.
To come out on this internet after exposure and acceptance. In these last messages right here, Shaded by Slay is in her feelings. This was just June. He was supposed to be up there when we went on the cruise. Ain't no telling what was going to happen. I don't feel set up. I don't. I feel like she really, really liked him. I feel like that. I think she liked him. And I think that she was willing to accept it. But something about it made it embarrassing. And I really think that she would have kept the relationship had it not hit the internet a certain type of way. Period. I don't know why he lied, but I hope from now on, any relationship he get in, he leave with the truth. Other than that, I really don't see why it even hit the internet. Why did he get arrested?
He dropped y'all.
That is not my business. I'm so sorry. Google it like they Google everybody else's arrest record. Yeah, it's not my business to tell. If he wanted that to be a part, that's not what's up for discussion right now. Them looking up people records today got y'all feeling like that's what we here for. I'm sorry. It's not my business why he was
She lighting her a cigarette.
Some of y'all too damn.
She over it.
Thank you, Miss
Andre is on For the Haters page.
I don't care why he went to jail. He free. T-Money, welcome to the live.
Hey, sis. How you doing today?
Sorry. I'm good. So we up to your part of the interview. Thank you for being willing to participate in this interview. Welcome to Netra Talk. This is the place where it happens. Excuse me. I'm on break. Sister.
Yes.
A lot of people did not know, but I guess it's time to put it all out in the open because people have y'all in the bed together and everything. We are done with the Shaded by Slay. If y'all felt like evidence today has been presented with Good Yellow and Shaded by Slay, can I see yellow hearts? If you all feel like there are still questions, let me see your red hearts and we'll try to get those questions answered. But please do not ask questions that we have already covered in this live. But I do think that the Shaded by Slay part, especially since people have called and asked for her feelings to be protected, we have chosen not to go all the way into great detail. There are like 4 people with questions. You can text me your question and I will get those questions answered. If you know my number, you can send those questions and we'll pick through them. But I see more yellow than red, but I do see the FOE questions weren't answered. Well, here's the deal, guys. Let me tell you why. People pillow talk. Now, I don't know how many times I got to say this. If something has been brought back to you and that woman is a blogger, ask her for the proof. This man has said he did not say it, Not that Andre. I know y'all fucking lying. Andre, please. But listen, Tim, we want to do something for you today after this bullshit. If she, as a blogger, cannot come and present any type of evidence, whoever she said was talked about, I wouldn't chase it. I wouldn't. Whatever she said, Good Yellow said about Netra, show me the proof. We'll get that recording. But I'm not finna chase pillow talk. Do you know how much I talk over here about this bullshit on the internet? Girl, I would be so guilty about telling my true feelings about how I think some of y'all really doing me and all this. Pillow talk is pillow talking, baby. I gotta be able to trust Curtis with it. I got to be able to trust my husband to release, right, so I can come back out and do my job. Yeah. So when two people find comfort in one another, the pillow talk be pillow talking. I'm sure some things have been said about Good Yellow that we'll never ever know about. Let's be truthful. There's some shit that's been said about this man that we will never ever tell. Like everybody done pillow talked around here.